These next couple weeks will either fly by or barely creep by. So we have a lot to get accomplished both in our coursework and in our team project. So let's jump in right away. The video here will show you what needs to be accomplished this week for our team project. So take a look at that. It'll also show you how to get access to our Google document if you haven't ran into that before. I know a couple of you have already requested access to it. There are the component selection wiki is due this week, so you'll want to knock that out, get in there, get something, or not component selection, team member assignments, so where you pick what you're going to research. That is due this week, so you'll want to get in there and make your selection early so that you are ready to go on that. On Monday, I have an optional Google Docs training. Basically, I will open up a session via Collaborate. You can use this link, and you can get in there and ask me any questions about Google Docs that you might have. Continuing on, we're going to look at systems development this week. We'll talk about how they're made, some of the participants in the system development process. We'll also take a look at the different life cycles that are used in system development. We'll talk about each part of the life cycle, how to avoid failure, and some of the different software development life cycles. We'll look at 3 of them: Agile, Prototyping, and Extreme Programming. I have a case study on aligning software with the particular goals of the company, and then we'll take a look at some of the system development participants, some of the different life cycles. The only one that is added in here is the traditional software development life cycle. You can Google all of these and find out more information about them, or use Wikipedia as well. It's a great starting point. Talk about some of the tools that are used to manage the system development process. This week we also have a worksheet where we'll look at some of those tools and some of the system development tools out there for managing projects. So this is, again, it's set up like a quiz, but it is just a worksheet, so you can take a look at these as you complete those worksheets, and it's worth 5 points. So don't panic about the quiz part of it. It's just a worksheet that you can complete as you're working through the links up above. We're going to look at system investigation. Why is it important to figure out what we need before we start making it? That should seem pretty obvious, so you've got all your components ready to go. And then we're going to take a look at the system investigation for our group project. So go back through there, read the outline, read the requirements, the interview, the location, and make a summary statement for what the project's purpose is. It should be about 100 words, and you're going to post it to this assignment. And one thing you can do also is create a discussion board in the group area, and you can share that with all of the team members so that you can make sure that you're all on the same page. The last thing for this week is just a Google Doc access verification. That's where you're going to make sure that you have access to our team's Google Doc. After you submit access to that, or submit a request for access to that, you can come in here and just let me know that you've done that, and I'll make sure that you get added to it. So we do have a very busy week. I think that you'll find this piece particularly interesting because it is something that you'll run into all the time outside in your real world jobs. So I hope you enjoy it, learning about all the pieces that go into the system development life cycle. If you have any questions, again, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing you online this week. Have a great week.